Hey you guys, welcome back to the Hall of Anime. My name is Dawson, and today we are back again for another Tokyo Ghoul chapter review. And this week we have chapter 34 of Re. Okay, so today what happened was we started off with this page, kind of just about Ginshi, and it's going over his past a little bit. I'm thinking that right now they're kind of realizing we haven't gone in depth as much with any of the characters. The majority of them, there's still a couple more that could be gone way more in depth with. So they're starting to hit Ginshi a little bit and go in depth with him. So yeah, it looked like it was a scene where his father killed himself, it looked like. And he kind of discovered the body, and his father was just sitting there talking to him and saying, I'm sorry, just go die, basically, is what his father was trying to say to him. And it was really interesting way to start it off. That was only for the first page, however. Then, yeah, give me a second, let me look this up. Okay. Then we get into the actual part of the chapter, the big part of the chapter, where it starts talking about the new investigation, which is going to be related in some way, shape, or form to the Roswald family. Obviously, because that's what they've been talking about for the last, couple of chapters. Last two, I believe, to be sure. We also have a reappearance of Kijima, again from last chapter when he showed up. Kijima, pretty fucked up S-class investigator. He's just sewed along the face everywhere. He's a really round man. His head just looks round, and I'm really interested to see what he brings to the table. There wasn't a lot in this chapter in general about Sasaki at all. Actually, give me a second so I can look at one of these pictures. I gotta find it. For you guys who don't know, I go through my phone afterwards, and I take some pictures so that I can remind myself of what happened in this chapter. Okay, I got it now. I got it. We had a little actual people recognizing that Mutsuki is actually a first rank investigator now. So I have noticed that for the past couple chapters after she got her promotion, she really wasn't recognized for it a whole ton. And it looks like now they're starting to recognize, hey, you're a first rank investigator. Maybe we should start, respecting you more and looking forward to what work you can do in the future. Okay, and then we have the introduction of two people. We have Special Class Investigator Kuri Ui. Kori, I think it's Kori Ui, maybe? Fucking weird name. And then another first class investigator by the name of Taishi Fura. Anyway, that's who we have kind of entering the frame a little bit. That's really all that I can make note of a whole ton from this kind of area. We have the start of a new, basically, investigation coming along. Obviously, that's what the meeting at the beginning of the chapter was supposed to kind of start with. And the investigation is on Rose. Roses are a type of ghoul, it says, basically, that are systematically trained. They're basically a lot stronger, is what it means. And I feel like this is going to be very interesting. They also wrapped it in a little bit with Aogiri, and they kind of assigned new units to different things. Like when they actually go in for this investigation, they're going to have, I think, I can't remember exactly who it was. I believe it was S2, or no, yeah, S2 and S3 were going to, I believe, go in for, they were going to go in for the Algeti tree, and then S1, along with four first-class investigators or whatever it was, or special investigators, were all going to go in with them. And it was just basically, it was a lot of talk about a new kind of, what's the word, investigation. That's all that really this chapter was. It was talking about the new investigation, investigating the family, and yeah. And then we have the introduction of another person. Hairu Ihe is how I'll pronounce it. It's this, basically it's this first rank investigator. She is about the age of all of our other characters. Ginshi, Saiko, Mitsuki, Sasaki, obviously. And she's a little bit different, though. She is the assistant to a special investigator at their age, which is insane. And they're just really awestruck by this. And apparently she got that from that rank from when they went in on Operation Owl, is what it's talking about. So I found that really interesting that she, out of all people, because she looks like this really innocent girl, kind of, she of all people was part of Operation Owl. And then finally, that was really what happened. We had a little bit of Ginshi again. I can never pronounce the word right, but basically the briefcase, the fuck it, I can't pronounce that word. I'll find a pronunciation before next week, hopefully. Might happen. Anyway, basically from I believe the auction raid, when Ginshi killed one of the ghouls, and they used the ghoul's Kagune to make a briefcase. They used the Kagune to make a briefcase. Basically, they went to go pick up said briefcase, and when they went to go retrieve it, it ended with Ginshi just throwing up and getting really sick, and then him and Sasaki had a little bit of a talk about how sometimes when you're seeing the briefcase, you'll just get really kind of a bad feeling just because that person you were fighting just the other day, and now they're basically that. So he said that wasn't really the problem, though, and I'm guessing that this ties. I don't think that he's upset about the briefcase. I think that it's more about his past. More likely it is. So I am really interested to see what else is in Ginshi's past. We end the chapter off with a little bit of Kanae, basically just walking around. He is just heartbroken, basically, about the Tsukiyomi family and Shu, and it's just eating away at him. And I can't remember her name right now, but she just comes up to him and she's trying to give him a helping hand, trying to help him get back home, and he's just destroyed. He's going insane, and there's something big coming up with him just because of how he's been acting. It's going to be interesting these next couple of chapters, that's what I can say. Anyway, not a lot of Sasaki this chapter. Kind of took a break from him and focused on some more of the other characters, introductions, and, also just a little bit of what's going to be going on. And it looks like it's setting itself up to be interesting. So I am really looking forward to the next chapter. Anyway, this week's chapter was pretty good. It was a decent chapter. It had a lot of pages, a lot of information to be used, obviously. And yeah, I liked it. So anyway, tell me in the comments what you guys thought about this week's chapter. And I'll see you guys next week for chapter 35.